Hey guys, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks for the first temple/dungeon of the game, and wouldn't you know it, it's plant-based. Seems to be a running theme in the Zelda universe.
It's not just plant-based, it's fucking forest-based. Like, it's still the forest temple, even though we have to play the European version, so it's wooded. So at least now, there's a slight veneer of we're not doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, but they really are.
These things, I tried to think of what they reminded me of, like, in between recording episodes, and they remind me of the spaceship from Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, where you, like, take off in between levels. It's a shame you can't ride in one and go all the way up to the top of the Tower of Spirits.
Yeah, that, and then they're kind of meant to be sort of Sheikah Stone type deals, but there's already Sheikah Stones, but yeah. Super Mario Bros. 2, you know, Doki Doki Literature Club. I knew that, and so did you.
My favourite Doki Doki Panic joke is where someone mispronounces it as Donkey Donkey Picnic.
Donkey Donkey Picnic. No, there's a whole new level to it now that we have Literature Club.
I don't get it. Oh wait, yes I do. The Game Grumps are currently Let's Playing it, because of course they are. Anyway, this little fairy here will basically revive us, grant us the strength of the gods, but you gotta play a bit of a musical tune to get it. So you gotta play the Song of Healing, not to be confused with that other song from that other Zelda game.
That is also literally called the Song of Healing.
Oh gosh, Nintendo. Fucking Miyamoto, always making derivative, like, enhancements to his games.
Like, you really could just make something new, but no. We gotta have continuity now. But then again, they've had continuity since the second game, so they kind of set themselves up for it.
Pretty cool how we don't have to, like, waste time faffing about to get a compass or a map. It's just all there on, like, the top screen already, which is pretty nice. And you can make enhancements to it with, like, the fucking stylus and whatnot.
Yeah, if you like to write notes on your maps, then fucking DS Zelda games should be your most favorite kind of genre there is.
There's gotta be at least one journalist out there who loves that kind of superfluous stuff, and he gives, like, Phantom Hourglass a 10 out of 10 just on that, like, merit.
Yeah, and it literally is like an honest review. It is a 10 out of 10 game for him, and bless his soul.
Just a generic skeleton on the map, but in real life it's a chestnut. Reality is a cruel bitch.
It's a Goomba, because it's gotta be, it's Nintendo. Come on, it's a reference. Everything's a fucking reference.
So, how did you fare in the Wooded Temple on your first try, mate? A big green rupee. It's worth 100. That's interesting, but back to what I was saying. How did you fare in the first temple of the game?
It's easy. The dungeons in this game are super easy. They're gonna get interesting, which is nice, but they never get too difficult. The puzzles, I feel like the dungeons are the most similar to Phantom Hourglass in terms of, like, what's similar between this and Spirit Tracks as a sequel. The dungeons are almost the same. Like, they didn't really update them. They worked on everything but the dungeons, and so I don't know, they're simple, they're quick. It's a damn good thing that the Tower of Spirits has so many more complicated puzzles. Otherwise, this would be a very easy game. Like you said, it's almost like these are the Oracle of Season dungeons. They're just quick little battle arenas till you get to the boss.
I imagine we'll do the Oracle games, and I guess I'll record them since you're a busy bloke and whatnot, after Skyward Sword, but before Breath of the Wild.
Something like that. It's lucid. We don't really need a set in stone schedule.
No.
It's video game commentaries, kids.
So we got the Whirlwind whatever. This is sure is a thing that involves using the microphone, big old tick on there, and a little bit of smiley face. There you go.
Aww. I like New Tom. New Tom is fun. New Tom isn't afraid to, have fun on his dungeon map.
Thank you. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and blow this fan over here. Kind of puts me in mind of the Gust Jar from Minish Cap.
Yep, Gust Jar, Wind Bellows, all of those. But yeah, definitely a lot more like the jar itself, except this doesn't have a suck function, it only has a blow function. And I can see how people, like, you get the flute first, and you struggled solving the puzzle because you're just blowing into your mic way too hard. And then the first dungeon item is also a microphone-based item. I can kind of see where you guys are would be frustrated, but still, the same advice. Don't blow so hard into your microphone. You're just gonna fuck it up. Just light whistles into your mic will make everything easier, and honestly makes this entire dungeon a no problem.
For sure, for sure. So how would you say this compares to, like, other first dungeons in the 2D or even just the handheld Zelda games? Like, I'm trying to remember, what was the first one in Minish Cap, actually?
It was the other wooded dungeon when you fight the giant choo-choo.
Oh, yeah, that was actually kind of nuts in hindsight.
Yeah. That one's a really good one, just because the Oracle... Okay, so Link's Awakening's first dungeon was the Tail Dungeon, and that one's okay. I mean, you get to jump. You're jumping in a Zelda game, you gotta give it credit for that. And then the Oracles, you have either Gnarled Root Dungeon, which is basically just a remake of the first dungeon in the series. And then for ages, it's in the graveyard. I forget what its name actually is, but that one's kind of lame. And then, like you said, you have the one in Minish Cap, and then I completely forget Phantom Hourglasses, but I know it's really similar to this. And then you have this one. So this one, or Minish Caps, or fucking even Link's Awakening. Sure, give it that too.
If you're new to Zelda commentators, we kind of do this a lot when going through dungeons and whatnot, because I'm a big fan of lists, and also it makes a very easy commentary. It means we don't have to do retakes and whatnot, just play the comparison game.
Right? Which one's better than the other? They're all great in their own way because you don't play favorites with your children.
Alright, a bit of a different take on the bubbles here. Obviously, since we don't have the bow and arrow yet, we can't really knock them back with the shield. You just gotta use the whirlwind to blow the poo gas away, and bada bing, we're done.
One of the glories of the Wind Waker style is the poo gas. You can have ghost be poo gas, you can have legitimate poo gas. Plant poo gas.
No, so I'm not laughing at it like that, although it is funny. I can't believe I gave the fucking thing a snaggletooth on the map.
It's obviously a tongue, Tom. Come on, I got it.
Well, bit of a sharp tongue. Okay, I know what we have to do here. Gotta blow a nut over there. Tee-hee.
We're 8 on the inside, guys. Come on, there's a reason we're still playing video games.
Well, I'm a 19 on the scale, so maybe I should, cut back before Christmas. Alright. Disposable key. My favourite type of key. Definitely not, panic-inducing when you're trying to open the door to safety or anything.
I'm still waiting for them to bring back, reusable keys, not just tied to dungeons. Zelda 1, they had the best ideas.
Huh. I beat that, it was either 2016 or 2015, and, yeah, I save scum the fuck out of it, because I'm terrible at 2D Zelda, especially the first one, which, hasn't aged all that well, but I don't remember reusable keys somehow.
It's basically that keys can be used in any dungeon, so you can pretty much farm them in the first couple dungeons, that way you have enough in the final dungeon, or, there is a master key that is a skeleton reusable key, but it's really hidden, and you have to fight a lot of annoying enemies to get to it.
Alright, this dude, I can't remember his name, so I'm just gonna call him Mothulon. Basically, you gotta wait for him to throw a skull at you, and then use the Whirlamagiga to toss it back. Don't do it beforehand, otherwise he will incapacitate you with a whirlwind, and basically turn the tables and slam into you at sonic speed.
Now, this is a Mothula, who originated in Link to the Past, but didn't get into handhelds until Oracle of Season, where it was the boss for Poison Moth's Lair.
Yes.
And so, since it made it into a handheld game, they're gonna use him again. But this is probably the most different that he's ever looked. Usually, Mothula is a full, big, butterfly-looking thing. This was more just a bean with wings.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Wouldn't look out of place. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, but obviously the visual design is ripped straight out of Wind Waker, because in what was the name of the second dungeon in there? It wasn't the Lost Woods, it was something else.
Forbidden Woods.
Ah, I see. Forbidden! And, yeah, he came down, he shot his spores at you, you went slow, and then you killed him with the QuickTime event, which was pretty rad.
Right, because Link defied the rules of nature in that game.
Do you think we're gonna get Devil May Cry 5? We're recording this the day before the Game Awards, hashtag Game Awards 2017, by the way.
I don't know. Are we gonna see the Chic Quattro Razor Man again?
See, that his name makes me uncomfortable because it's too close to Schlick, and
Which is even closer to shit.
Well, you decide which one is more lewd than the other, folks. I'm not here to question your taste, okay?
I'll tell you what's more lewd, the opinions of the gamers, or something, I don't know. Who even gives a shit what televised video game awards even say?
I'm there for the fucking trailers, and that's about it. But, even though Jeff is a little bit of a shill, Jeff Keighley, you can't deny his earnestness in being a shill and just having fun with it. So, I have to give him props to at least even putting together an entertaining show.
Hey, you can't hate a man for making money. Like, it's all the rest of us are trying to do, so, just don't be miserable about it.
Alright, I just remembered something else surrounding the Game Awards. This is going to be so dated by the time it goes up. There was rumblings of something Portal related coming out, and yeah, then it leaked really, really early, and it was a Portal Bridge Constructor. No, not the card game bridge. Literal, you construct a bridge, and you gotta use portals to get across it. Huh?
So, like, the light bridge puzzle sections, like, you're gonna make an entire game out of one type of puzzle in your previous two games. Okay.
I guess.
Bold move there. Bold move, but if anyone's gonna be able to pull it off, I mean, fucking Steam.
I just don't.
Valve got it.
I don't get what Valve's all about these days. They just seem content to let residuals come, drop it into their laps money-wise. Like, God knows that Half-Life 3 is never going to happen because the writer got fucking bored of everything and just leaked the ending, so there's no point in making the game now.
Right. Who even knows? Also, fuck these parts of the game. I may love Spirit Tracks, but I'm not gonna say it's a perfect game. No, fuck these boss key sections. This first one is fine, it's all good. But once they start throwing, the additional mechanics, I fucking hate Spirit Track boss keys. Dude. So don't let anyone say I'm a super fanboy for this game. Oh, no, this game has shitty sections, and that's one of them.
I mean, are we even capable of denying flaws in games we love here at HFC? I think I'd go insane if I tried to stand for the Sonic series, you know? I just can't do it.
I was gonna say, it's like you guys talk about the fast hedgehoggle man, so there's more to be said there.
Look at these Kabuterimon! Sick!
Yay! I loved this part of Digimon Tri. I mean, I didn't love it, it was less bad than the rest of the parts.
This is a pretty sick boss though, even if it is a bit on the easy side. It's just a big... Is it Stag or Hercules beetle? I forget which is the one with the long horn.
So, his name is Stag Knox,
okay.
So they're going... I think that's what they're going for. But, yeah. And they only call him, even in his Japanese name, an Armored Colossus, so... you can't even really look at the Japanese name and be like, oh, they were going for Kabuto or another one.
Yeah, so. Yeah. So the way to defeat him, at least in this first phase, is pretty easy. You just blow away the poo gas and you whack away.
One thing I want to know is that I like how all the armor on this bug is kind of reminiscent of a Dark Nut.
Yes, a little bit.
So I like how they still use these art ideas, like what the armor in Zelda games look like, and but they kind of use it in a different sense, like throw the armor on your big bug boss.
Alright, phase 2. He's gonna stay up in the air for this one, so we gotta bring him down. How, you ask? With the explodey bombs, of course.
With the power of dual screens.
Yeah, you like him? That setup? You can see him up there. It's like the two screens are one. Our world is completely vertical.
All we have to do is just pass the light puck several times to get a damage multiplier of 5, and then you can kill all the beach shades.
Right, you started that sentence, I had no idea what the fuck. Then I heard puck. Oh yes, the world ends with you now.
The world ends with you. Yep. Best use of dual screen, fight me, I don't even care. It's my favorite DS game, probably favorite handheld game, period.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else like it, really. Like, in terms of style, it's almost Jet Set Radio, but I think better done in terms of that sort of, like, indie punk-ish style, and then the gameplay is very unique thanks to the touchscreen system, and I'm just chilling for the DS now. You know, it's all about the 3D nowadays, kids. Certainly how James Cameron feels.
Right. I just can't believe it that it's already a dead system. I mean, what am I supposed to play video games on if my handheld is dead?
Alright, he's coming. You can't stop him.
And also, we had these blast worms all throughout the dungeon too, so, you know, it's the Zelda cliche of we gotta use our dungeon item. Also, P.S. Do you remember any of the puzzles you solved? Yeah, we're gonna incorporate those into the boss fight. It's learning. It's a weird, very patronizing learning that Zelda games are masters of.
Interestingly, Breath of the Wild does that in a similar way, and this is straight up a Force gem, by the way. I don't care what it's meant to be. This is ripped straight out of Four Swords, but it's more like just a one-on-one fight with gimmicks that you've learned about, but you don't use a particular item to defeat him. You have to bring all your weapons in with you.
Also, we're not in Old Hyrule anymore, so I like how we have new symbols to designate the forest, the water, the fire, and like all the realms and stuff instead of the same old. Like, I love the past, future, or they were essentially the symbols from Oracle of Ages,
yes.
And then they made it into Wind Waker, and then Wind Waker brought them over into Twilight Princess. But like the same symbols that they use in every game. No, we can get a new forest emblem that doesn't look like a Kokiri Emerald.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess we know what that symbol is on the bottom right of all our LP episodes now.
Yeah, it's a force gem on the pedestal activating the realm. Or, you know, like I said with the Japanese translation, the wide world of the forest. So, you know, we're connecting the world. That's like the function of the tracks. Not only is it there to seal malice, but it also connects the people. Like, it allows the people to travel among their realm. This game has real good themes.
Speaking of, by the way, musical themes, this is pretty lit.
Segue.
And then Anji's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Also, I like how we're not collecting MacGuffins. We're constructing a MacGuffin.
Yeah,
so that's
basically.
also different too. We're not bringing her 3 pearls, 3 necklaces, no 3 nothings. We are building a tower. That's the goal.
Ah, good old forest cliff. There you go. One more track, basically.
Hooray.
And of course, for beating the dungeon, we get our obligatory heart container.
I mean, it's not obligatory. You could skip it, so...
Well, I think I'd have to stab myself in the face if I did.
Tom, you mean to tell me that this isn't a 3-heart run of Spirit Tracks?
I think I would rather jump off the Empire State Building.
I thought you were a fan of this game. I didn't know that I was doing commentary with casuals.
Fucking amateurs. I'll be in my trailer if you need me.
Fuck.
I'm not sure if I ever noticed this before, but look at the tracks. They got a blue outline on them now.
Oh, so they are. I like the fact that along it is triangles.
Mmm. Tasty.
Tasty triangles, otherwise known as pizza.
Indeed. Okay, guys, that's the Wood Temple done. We're heading back to the Tower of Spirits now, so we shall see you next time.